Good evening, friends. Welcome to the Mid-Tempo Jam. As you could tell by that instrumental intro, we're going to start this one with Eastbound Freight Train. It's kind of a name that tune, right? When I come on, I'm usually, most often, 99% of the time, playing the first song of the set list. And that's just to give everybody time to jump on, find the stream, make sure that you're in tune and ready to go. And then I go and check out the live streams myself and make sure we're on. So bear with me for a moment while I do that. Now, Eastbound Freight Train is a song that was first recorded by Grandpa Jones. I believe it was written by Grandpa Jones. And the version that we play is kind of like his version, and also I've sourced the Reno and Smiley version. And also a cool live version I heard from Doc Watson with Jack Lawrence. And that's where I got the idea to kick it off on the verse instead of the chorus. The Reno and Smiley version, he plays the chorus, which is really cool. It's a really neat guitar riff that all you guitar players should learn. Of course, Don Reno being one of the original flat pickers, which a lot of folks who aren't guitar players don't realize that. But he did a lot of lead guitar with Reno and Smiley, and he, of course, mostly played banjo in that group. So, anyhow, I heard that live version where Doc and Jack are playing, and David Grisman might be on the recording too. It might have been a Doc and Dog thing, where they kick it off over the verse, which is neat because the verse has a bunch of changes and it's longer and it's really fun to play over. So let us go through this song right quick. And it goes like this in the key of G. 1 and a 5 and a 1. 1 and a 5 and a 1. 4 and 4 and a 1. 2 dominant to the 5. That was an A7. 1 and a 5 and a 1. 4, 4 and a 3 dominant. That's a B7. 4 and 4 and a 1 and a 6 dominant E7. 2 dominant A7. 5 and 1. Oftentimes I'll specify if it's a dominant chord, and I'll say the number of the scale position so that you'll know if it's an A7 versus an A minor. So dominant means 7th. Okay? And that's the verse. So then the chorus goes 1 and 1, 4 and 4 and 1, 1 and a 5. 1 and 1 and 4 and 4 and 1 and 5 and a 1. Okay? So I'll get a click track going. I'm seeing some folks here on YouTube. Facebook is a ghost town so far. Everyone remember to chime in, let us know how you're doing, what you're playing, where you are. Okay, so a good tempo for this song be about there. And my kickoff might go like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Something like that. So go ahead and kick us off on that verse of Eastbound Freight Train in the key of G. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So lonesome for my hometown. Seems I never was so far away, but I can hear that freight train a-blowing. I'll be gone before the break of day. I'll have to quit my daily rambling, though tonight I'm gonna start my journey back, sitting on the top of an old boxcar, sailing down that silvery stream of track. Eastbound freight train, eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. I got it. Stray far from my hometown, never more again to roam. I know that I was born to wander, but I'm gonna stick around my home. I can see the smoke of rolling out of the old smokestack, and I'm sitting on the top of an old boxcar, sailing down that silvery stream of track. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. Play. Eastbound freight train, take me home again. Eastbound freight train, let me stay till the end. All right, fun. I love that song. Okay, ooh, I could change my mind. Now, this is a song that was a request, and I think I hope I wrote down the words on this one. I sure didn't. Let me look up the lyrics real quick. Whoever requested this one, please identify yourself, because oh, actually, I remember, it was Joey. Joey sent me this request. And gosh darn it if I didn't get the words. So let me look them up real quick. I sourced quite a bit from bluegrasslyrics.com. And hopefully they have it. There was a couple new songs on the list today, and I looked up one of them, but I forgot to look up this one. And then what I do, this gives me a chance to explain. Okay, it's not there. I think Joey actually sent me the lyric on the email, so let's check that out. There it is. So what I always do is I'll copy paste it over into a Word doc where I can omit the chorus if I know the chorus, right? And I can blow up everything if I need to, so I can read it. So thank you, Joey, for sending me this. There's 2 verses. And this is in the key of G. And it goes, and this is from Earl Taylor and Jim McCall. So this is some good old tavern bluegrass, some obscure stuff, which I really love to find. And the Johnson Mountain Boys also did this song. It goes, in the key of G, 1 and 1, 4 and a 1, 1 and a 1, 1 and a 5, hold the 5, 1 and 1, 4 and a 1, 1 and 5 and a 1, then the chorus goes to 4, 4, 4, 1, 6 minor, and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. Okay. So my kickoff would go something like, let me find a tempo first. This is a kind of an up-tempo-ish number. We're going to be playing it, of course, in a mid-tempo range, being the mid-tempo jam. Now, Joey, forgive me if I think I'm going to do well on this. I'm not going to say anything. But if I get something not quite right to the Earl Taylor version, please do forgive me. Okay, so there's our tempo. Now, I would probably kick it off like this. 1, 2, 3. So that little hold for an extra couple beats on the 5, that also happens on the kickoff and the breaks. That's not always the case in bluegrass. If a hold happens on a lyrical part, on a singing part, it doesn't always happen on the breaks or the kickoff. But in this case, it does. And you notice I did that on my sample kickoff. So go ahead and kick us off here on I Could Always Change My Mind in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I never thought of silk and lace, flowers or rings. I've been around for most of my life and I thought that it was fine, but for you I could always change my mind. I've never been married, I've never been in love, but for you I could always change my mind. I got it. You've treated me so friendly, everything so nice and kind. Find myself thinking of you all the time. Weary days and lonely nights are always in my dreams. My rambling days are over, you better me it seems. thought that it was fine, but for you I could always change my mind. Last chorus. I've never been married, I've never been in love, but for you I could always change my mind. Okay. Not bad for a first try. So I'll work on that one a little bit more and we'll bring it back, because that is a really cool song. And I didn't notice until we just played it through that the first verse is different than the second verse as far as the timing. So we were using that first verse for the breaks and the kickoff and all that. I hope you caught that. And those of you who know this song really, really well, I apologize, but I doubt there's too many of you out there policing that. Thank you, Joey, for that request. Okay, Blackberry Blossom. But first, let's check in and see how everyone's doing. How about it in Facebook land? Eric Walheim. Hello, Eric. Thank you for chiming in the Facebook ghost town. Over here on YouTube, we got a lot more activity. Hi, Sandy. In Bakersfield, you're back. Hello, James Setzer. Hi, Lori in West Virginia. The roads are fairly clear, so it's been snowing in Elkins, I take it. Good luck, Lori. Ricky Jorge, thank you for chiming in. Scott C. from Flagler Beach, Florida, hello. Mike L., you're still here till the end, right on. Hello, Sage Helperman. Hello, and Ricky, you are in Hillmar, California, right on. That atmospheric river that we've been dealing with here. Hello, David S. in North Carolina, jamming along. Hello, Ralph Stanfield. Thank you for being here. And Bob Bowden on YouTube. David, you know any gospel bluegrass? Yeah, no, lots of gospel bluegrass. Send in a request. But if you send a request, please email it to me or send it in a message. tylerhgrant@gmail.com, or shoot me a private message on one of the socials, because I don't keep up on all the comments after the show. Okay, Brian Rivera, Richard Cockerham in Banjo in Lenore, North Carolina, Scott Watson in Orange County, and David S. Okay, great. Thank you all. I hope you forged some jamming connections for folks who are close to each other or who see each other at the camps. I'll be at Kaufman Camp this summer in June. I'll also be at Augusta Bluegrass Week in Elkins, West Virginia in July. And I've got lots of online instructional stuff coming up that's going to be rolling out here shortly. Some big announcements to make soon. Okay, now let's play Blackberry Blossom. And what we'll do is we'll play this 3 times through. Just a brief run through on the changes in the key of G. 1, 5, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2, 5. That's a 2 dominant, A7 back to D. And again, 1, 5, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. That happens twice. Then the B part, E minor to B7, E minor. And then back to G4, 1, 5, 1. So it kind of modulates to the key of E minor for a moment with that 5 of the E minor, then back to E minor, and then a C, G, D, G, which is bringing us back to the key of G. Okay, I'm assuming that many of us know this number, and if not, hit me up. I can send you maybe a good place to learn it from, or just learn it by playing along with this jam session. So here we go, Blackberry Blossom. I'm going to kick it off, and we'll go 3 times all the way through. Me, you, me, you, me, you, and then you tag it. Here we go, Blackberry Blossom in G. right. Fun. Blackberry Blossom. Love it. All right. Quick check on tuning, and then we're getting to Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. A request from Marissa Tabak. Thank you, Rissa, for this request. Okay, good old Bob Dylan song, and lots of folks have done this sort of bluegrassy version. And it goes, hopefully I'm not turning off any hardcore bluegrass fans out there, but this is a really fun song to jam on. Kind of similar changes to Blackberry Blossom, but it's different enough. So it's in the key of G, 1 and a 5 and 6 minor, 4 back to 1, 5. 1 and a 5 and 6 minor to the 2 dominant, the A7 to the 5, then a 1 and a 1 and a 1 with a 7th on it, 4 and a 4 and a 2 dominant, 1, 5, 6 minor, 4, 1 and 5, it's alright. See, so my kickoff might go something like, ain't no use sit and wonder why, babe. As you can see, I need to work on that kickoff a little bit, but I was kind of just going for as much of the melody as I could get in there with a little bit of cross pick and a little bit of strumming, etc. So I'll bet you're gonna kick it off way better than that. Didn't wonder why, babe. This is a good tempo, and you're gonna kick us off here in the key of G. Don't think twice, it's all right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, even you don't know by now. And it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, it'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on, so don't think twice, it's alright. I got it. Ain't no use in calling out my name, gal. I can't hear you anymore. Thinking and wondering while I'm walking down this road. I once loved a woman, a child I'm told. Gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. So don't think twice, it's alright. Play. Turning on your light, babe, the light I never knowed. Ain't no use turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. Still wish there was something you could do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway, so don't think twice, it's alright. Neither. So long, honey, baby, where I'm bound, I can't tell. Goodbye's too good a word, gal, so I'll just say fare thee well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind, could have done better, baby, but I don't mind. You just kindly wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's alright. Yes, don't think twice, it's alright. Alright, fun. Love it. Love that song. I used to play sort of the Bob Dylan version, you know, out of an E position with the finger picking. But it's fun to play as a bluegrass song. And I think even Lester Flatt did that, right? So, all you hardcore bluegrassers, hope you did okay on that one. Now, here's one for all you hardcore bluegrassers. Long Gone. These are both like pretty darn good leaving songs, I have to say. Don't Think Twice, It's Alright is pretty poetic and wordy and has a lot going on. This one is poetic in a more journalistic style where it's very streamlined. But I'd say equally as good a lyric, I would say. Long Gone by Reno and Smiley. Now this one goes. And a, in the key of A, and a 1, and a 1, and a 4, and a 1, and a 1, and a 4, 1, and a 5, and a 1. So that 4 chord only happens once. In other words, long gone is how I'm leaving. Long gone, why do you cry? This is all one. This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. Now, my pocket keeps going over my guitar. I'm going to try to snap this thing so it stays. Okay. This is one of my mom's thrift store finds for me. Thank you, Mom, for the shirt, as always. So I'm going to boost the tempo a little bit. This is still like a good bit slower than performance tempo, but we're a little quicker than we were before. So my kickoff might go something like 1, 2, 3. Kick us off here on Long Gone in the key of A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. I have tried to make you happy. Still you say I've done you wrong. So I'm giving up, my darling. I'm gone, long gone. Long gone is how I'm leaving. Long gone, why do you cry? This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. Just a few short words of parting. Don't shed those tears, they won't atone. For my bags are packed to travel. I'm gone, long gone. Long gone is how I'm leaving. Long gone, why do you cry? This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone, me then you. Please don't try to overtake me. What I drive will be too fast. This is it, we're through forever. I'm long gone and free at last. Long gone is how I'm leaving. Long gone, why do you cry? This is what you wanted, baby. So I'm gone, long gone. I thought about tagging it, but really that song doesn't want to tag. Fun. How's everyone doing out there? You with me? You jamming? You having fun? Cool. We got some folks out there. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I'll check in on some comments as we go, but I want to keep the picking going. So thanks so much, everybody. Again, let me know little things if you need a hand, if you need help, if you need a resource, or if you have a request for next week. I will be doing my best to update the website, tylergrant.com. I did a big old updating session a couple weeks ago, which hadn't been done in quite a while. So I'll try to keep up on that to at least let you know week by week if the Monday jams are happening, because I kind of go week by week depending on where I am and what else is going on. This week it's a stretch because I'm studying like crazy for my Wilderness First Responder class, which is all this week. And wow, it's a lot. And next Monday will also be a stretch for that same reason, but I'm still planning on doing it. So send in your requests and I'll post a set list by the end of this week. And, you know, those are things I can do to help you all. And I mentioned this last week, or last jam during the slow jam, that things you can do to help me, aside from donations, which is obvious, that's very helpful. If you donate PayPal, do it friends and family. Don't pay for a good or service because that just simply takes a tax out on my end. And, you know, just following the YouTube channel, subscribing to the YouTube channel is what I mean. Spreading the word like many of you already do, like getting the numbers up on the viewership of these events. All those things really help. And, of course, ordering albums from my website, things like that. I've got a brand new vinyl, brand spanking new. Get your hands on that. Okay, let's stop talking and move on with the music. Neverending Song of Love. Give me a microphone and a podium and I'm going to tell you some things. This is a song from Delaney and Bonnie. But I learned it from the White Brothers, the New Kentucky Colonels, on their Live in Sweden album that Roland White put out several years ago now. But thank you, the late, great Roland White, for releasing this gem from his past. So this one goes in the key of A. 1 and a 1 and 5 and a 5 and 5 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and 5 5 and 5 and 1 and a 4 4 and a 4 and a 1 and a 1 1 and a 1 and a 4 5 5 5 and 1 and a 1 and 5 and a 5 and 5 and a 1 1 and a 1 and 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 1. So it's a long form. It's like A, B, A, pretty much. And the singing goes throughout. Those little stops. Feels so good I can hardly stand it. Feels so good I can hardly stand it. I usually strum both of those. We don't do that stop when we're picking. We just play right through. And as far as the picking goes, you're going to kick us off on the A part, the AA. So that would be, let me find the tempo, and then I will demonstrate. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. So a kickoff could go 1, 2, 3. Something like that. And now when we go on for breaks, I'll play that much, and then I'll pass it on to you to take to the 4 chord. And then you play through that whole 4 chord bit, back to the 1, and then the long 5, and then you pass it back to me. So I'm taking all the A's. The A, you take the B, then I take the last A. Next time around, you're going to take the A, pass it to me for the B part, and then I pass it back to you for the A part. Exact opposite. Okay? And I'll cue you on that as we go. But here we go. Never-ending Song of Love in the key of A. You're going to kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I've got a never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I had a never-ending love for you. After all this time of being alone, we can love one another, smile for each other from now on. So good I can hardly stand it. Never-ending love for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I had a never-ending love for you. I'll start. Take it to the 4. Now I got it. I've got a never-ending song for you. From now on, that's all I want to do. From the first time we met, I knew I had a never-ending song of love for you. After all this time of being alone, we can love one another, smile for each other from now on. So good I can hardly stand it. And that's a duet throughout. So hopefully you knew some of the words and could sing along there. And definitely you got to check out that version from the new Kentucky Colonels. Which happened after Clarence quit the Byrds and wanted to play bluegrass again with his brothers. It was a wonderful, wonderful time. And then, of course, Clarence was killed suddenly and tragically not long after. Road to Columbus, which is another reminder not to drink and drive. Okay, Road to Columbus in the key of A. Roland talked about Clarence all the time and missed him. I always missed him. And he really did believe that Clarence was the best guitar player in the world. And for all intents and purposes, in many, in a few different settings, he was absolutely right. Definitely among the most innovative guitarists ever. On both electric and acoustic guitar. I always learn something when I listen to Clarence White. Okay, so let's see. Road to Columbus. Here we go. In the key of A. This is a good tempo. This is a straight 1-4-1-5 all the way through. And you could think of it as a jam, but it really does have a particular melody. So I'll run you through it real quick. And a 1 and 1 and 4 and 4 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and 1 and 5 and a 1 and a 1 and 4 and 4 1 and a 1 and a 5 and 5 and a 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 4 and 4 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 1 and a 1 and a 4 and 4 and a 1 and a 1 and a 5 and 5 and a 1. So that's the whole thing. So let's take it 3 times through, all right? I'm going to kick it off. It'll go me, you, me, you, me, and you. And then why don't you tag it? Go ahead and tag it at the end after the 3rd time through. Road to Columbus. bit there. I was going for a couple of things. Missed that one. It's one of those little fiddle moves that they do. And then this whole Tony Rice. Kind of fell on its face, but it was worth a try. Fun. Love Road to Columbus. Good old song. Okay, Please Come Back, Little Pal. This has been a fun one to start playing. We did this a while ago with the jams, and then I realized I needed to key it down from B to B flat, where it's a little more comfortable for my voice. So this goes. This is not how it goes. One and five. All there is to it. And the kickoff might go 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Always goes a little sharp. Okay. Please Come Back, Little Pal in the key of B flat. Go ahead and kick us off. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We walked, we talked in the moonlight. We walked, we talked o'er the town. When you whispered sweetly, love me, and you would always be my own. Oh, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart has withered like the petals of that rose I saw dying today. I'm lonesome tonight, little pal. I'm sad, I'm alone, and I'm blue. There's an empty aching in my heart, and no one can fill it but you. Oh, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart has withered like the petals of a rose I saw dying today. Play it. Ah, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart is withered like the petals of a rose I saw dying today. All right. Sounds like bluegrass music to me. Okay, last song of this set is going to be Unwanted Love in the key of B. So I'm going to capo up one more, play this out of G position, capo 4. And I will check tuning here, because I've gone out a little bit. But first I'll check in on everyone. Ralph Stansfield asked, do you get any royalties from TrueFire? Yes, only for those of you who buy the courses. If you like actually buy the course and download it, I do get a little royalty from that. Thank you for asking. Following any of my stuff on Jamplay or TrueFire is very helpful. And there's a few things on ArtistWorks now as well, and I just might be actually doing a bunch more stuff with ArtistWorks coming up. So I'll tease that right now before we announce for sure. Ford Huntington is picking along in Salt Lake City. All right. Jeffrey Boyle is here. Christopher DiChiara. That's a cool name. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Cool. Got a lot of the same old suspects. Hello, Travis, flat picking out there, and hello, everybody else here on YouTube. We got a lot of folks, and you're talking amongst yourselves. That's wonderful. Hello, Nina. Thanks. Yeah, the first responder course is quite a bit, and it's kind of, it's something that I feel like is taking a lot of time away from music, like this week and the few weeks I've been studying, and I'm going to have to keep up on it, of course. But hey, you might need that medical training in any situation. You might need it at a bluegrass festival, Tony Cook hanging on the guitar from Austin. Hello, Tony. Hello, Teresa Harrison. Hello, John Keegan, still here. Okay. Well, thank you all so much. And again, send me your requests for next week. Or for any upcoming weeks. I'll do what I can. Sometimes, if I don't have time to learn it, I won't get it in that week in particular. But just keep me posted on how you think the jam is going, what I could do different, anything else you'd like to see from Grant Central over here. Unwanted Love in the key of B. Try not to tune with the capo on, but sometimes you just gotta do it. I want to be in tune for this last song, and this is a song that I finally committed to memory. This will be the big test here. It's a wordy and weird lyric, but I think I learned it. It's an interesting song to get the meaning of. So that'll be your challenge. That'll be your extra credit to interpret strange ideas that actually make sense once you kind of think about it. And the old Martin has old Martin disease, which means it takes longer to tune. I heard a recent study, well, it's been a few years since I heard this. It was on a documentary on PBS or something like that about as we age, it's not necessarily our memory that we lose. It's our ability to pay attention. And I'm correlating that with as a guitar ages, its ability to tune can diminish. Okay, Unwanted Love goes. I'm kind of drifting back to the Reno and Smiley version here. I was kind of, and they're very similar. But anyway, Johnson Mountain Boys also recorded this. In the key of B, and I remember a fun night at Augusta Bluegrass Week last summer, actually getting to sing this with Dudley Connell. It was a real treat. Anyhow, in the key of B, it goes, 1 and a 1 and a 4 and 5 and 5 and a 1, 1 and 1 and a 4, 5 and 5 and a 1. And the melody of the verses and choruses is also pretty much the same. So where am I? I'm looking for the click. So I'll put on the click and I'll demonstrate how I might kick this song off. It's a little too fast. Okay, so I might kick it off like 1, 2, 3. something like that. So here you go. Kick us off on Wanted and Unwanted Love in the key of B. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Life's false romance, wanted and unwanted love, to share all the misery and pain of a heart that's unwanted in love and unwilling to gamble again. I got it. I'm sure someone whose heart is not sincere. I don't want a love who's never known how it feels to love and be alone. Wanted and unwanted love, to share all the misery and pain of a heart that's unwanted in love and unwilling to gamble again. Play. Chance on another broken heart lies false romance, wanted and unwanted love, to share all the misery and pain of a heart that's unwanted and loved and unwilling to gamble again. All right, thanks everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate the donations as always. And I'll be here next week, and I will be here in about 17 minutes to start the Fast Jam. So come on back, challenge yourself, get the songs up to their actual tempos, and let's go. See you there.